Hi, this is a channeled message, but I have it with a dream. So it's channeled with a dream. Now, let me give you the two numbers I got that came out: 444 and 1212. So that could be significant to someone, okay? Now, let me start with the energy I got from this dream. It was like I was looking over, like looking down on a situation in an office. There's a young woman. I'm going to say the person is maybe 31 years old or younger, who's working for this company. And she was terminated. And what I was getting from the situation, she couldn't understand why she was terminated. Like, why am I terminated? Please give me information. And what it all basically came down to, I'm seeing it being explained as well as written, that she didn't communicate properly. I'm getting that this person works in an office, but however, I guess there's an entity within the office that travels to different places, different towns, or even out of state or a Providence or wherever it is. And they asked her for advice and she gave it. Now, what she did when she charted, she just said that she had a conversation on this date pertaining to concerns of this. And she didn't go further as to what she told the person. The person that got fired, along with their crew, I'm seeing somewhere from 5 to 7 people were terminated. And the head of this crew said that they went to this woman, and she must be in some sort of insurance or some type of human resources area. But however, the person said, I went and I got this information, I got this advice, and I communicated. When they looked at her note, it was very vague, and so they used that. They utilized that against her, unfortunately. So she was upset, and she talked to her elder and her family. I'm getting strongly a grandmother figure. And she told the grandmother what went on. And the grandmother said, tell me about what's been going on with your life for the last start about 2 days prior to this up till right when you called me. So she explained everything. And one thing the grandmother picked up was that an ex kept texting her or kept trying to communicate, and she wasn't communicating with that ex. And then the ex's sister reached out. And so the grandmother said, that's the problem right there. That's the oddball. And so she talked about, did you have any misunderstanding on the job? There was a woman on the job. She said that there was a little tension, but they so-called resolved it. She said, well, that could be the problem as well. She says when the grandmother said to this young granddaughter, if something's going wrong, if something's just not right and off, and you just had some sort of tense communication or something's just happened with someone, it's usually that could be the source. Now, sometimes we have those quiet ones that work in the background to get us or to get, people of the light, or either just good, hardworking people. However, look at what recently happened or look at those tense situations. Sometimes people act like they're good and they're cool and that it's past tense, but sometimes they hold resentment. You might not hold resentment. Of course, don't ever forget something that someone does, because they very, very high probability that it could repeat what they've done. But basically, her grandmother gave her, she gave her guidance scriptures and told her what to do. Here's something to take a bath. And she helped her granddaughter, let's put it that way. But ultimately what it came down to is that the ex must have had a clue that she was terminated, because he kept calling and trying to offer her money. And the grandmother said, you see, all you did was you read some scriptures and you think it's small. I gave you some stuff to take a bath. You thought it was small. And then guess, the snake came from out the field. The snake came and rose up out the field and showed their head. And the co-snake, probably the sister. So sometimes when things happen, chosen, look at it this way. Take a deep breath, be calm, and just scan your perimeter and see what snake comes from out of the field. Because the snake likes to see their work. They're too arrogant to be too quiet about their work. And there's two types of snake. There's a snake that there's a very, very wild, vicious snake. And then those snakes that sometimes that hide in the corner and you don't see them. That's just really like low key. And they just kind of like scan and they watch. And then there's the one that strikes and say, hey, see me, see me. There's a snake. The snake is bad. But don't forget that there's two types. There's the lethal and there's the one that sits back and that monitors and then strike when it's necessary. But a snake is still a snake. Okay? This is the message. Thank you.